Hi, it's Jenny Brew here from Nomadic Hero. In today's video we're going to look at a new product from Glynn Kosky. This is called Crypto Profit App. It's being released on the 24th of June at 10 AM Eastern Standard Time on Warrior Plus. Crypto Profit App is a new crypto and NFT affiliate system app that taps into free traffic 24/7 and makes thousands of crypto commissions daily. This is the sales page, and what we're going to do is compare what the sales page states as the leading comments and compare that to the inside of this product and see what features are actually delivered and whether they in fact are somewhat hyped up. This is what the product looks like on the inside. This is a very exciting new crypto profit app product. It's in the hottest niche today, cryptocurrency, and builds automated done-for-you websites that let you cash in from all the hype. And you can get recurring affiliate commissions, free crypto, and build your list of subscribers all at the same time. But what it does say is the best part for this package is that it's absolutely free crypto targeted buyer traffic. Now, if you haven't been to this channel before and you find something that you like in this video, please subscribe, ring the bell for future updates, and give me a like. Thank you. Now let's get on with this video. Okay, how does this product work? As usual, we've got a three-step process. Step 1, you buy. Step 2, you log in and enter your details. And step 3, you just switch on that built-in traffic and watch continuous crypto traffic flood your brand new sites. Okay, let's go and have a look and see what we actually get from this. Inside the app, we have navigation down the left hand side here, and also on the right top corner here there is also some navigation which looks at your profile. It looks at the integrations for which there is a video and the tools that can be used. It says tutorials, but you'd probably run your tutorials from this side. Theoretically they should be the same. This is the dashboard, and this is an introductory video, just an overview, which is fine. It's about 2 minutes long. So the first thing it's very keen on telling you is that you must have a look at the tutorials. If you don't go and have a look at the tutorials first, you'll be pretty confused as to how this could possibly work. So the thing focuses around setting up the campaigns, which basically end up giving you your automated websites that are membership sites. Theoretically, you can set up a number of these ones. There's some done-for-you products here, so they're cool. And there is free traffic, and this constitutes the upgrades, which strangely enough have got different names to all the ones that are over here on the right-hand side, but I imagine they'll probably fix that up at some stage. There is a help button here, which is a support, and that's it. So let's have a look at tutorials. Okay, tutorial number 1 is an introduction, another overview. It's about 2 minutes long. That's fine. Integrations goes into showing how you can integrate your autoresponders with this product, and there's a list of different ones that you can integrate. That's fairly straightforward. There's an opportunity there for a free trial if you haven't already got one. This tells you how to set up your done-for-you campaigns. Now, to set up any of these things, you are going to need an affiliate link. So what it does is give you the opportunity to set up affiliate links through these 3 different platforms here. Let's have a look at how we can get the affiliate links. I'll start with join Coinbase. Click, and this screen has come up, and what you're required to do is set up an account first with Coinbase. Now, I already have an account, so I'll go into my account. You can see you must be over 18 years of age and so forth, and I've come into an area where it talks about the referral program. They don't call this affiliates, it's just an referral program. What you're supposed to do is invite others to join, and so long as that other person puts and starts to trade $100, both yourself and the person that joins gets a $10 equivalent when they first start doing that. So this is what they are calling an affiliate program here. And if you go through some of the rules, the terms and conditions that underlie this referral program, it tells you to visit the referrals page. Because I've still got my account set up here, it's given me an affiliate link which sits on the Coinbase.com site. Join, and then it's obviously got my surname and so forth, and then you copy the link, and that is the affiliate link that you would send to a friend to invite them to join. Now this talks about Australian 1320, which is equivalent of $10 at this stage. What you do need to be careful of is these supported countries, because you can fall foul with this particular one. The supported countries, there are some countries that are not represented here. And the reason I know this is because if I go to Oceania, which is here, it only picks up New Zealand. Now, it does do Australia at this stage, maybe 12 months, but I do have an account, so it does work. But what you can see is for some of these countries, there's a lot more information on some than others. And for example, with this Singapore one, we can see you can convert, buy, you can use different payment methods and so forth. You can use Australian dollars to purchase Bitcoin. That's not a problem, so you can convert. But what hasn't happened yet is the necessary legislation that allows it to go back the other way. So you can have your money sitting in a Coinbase account or in a Coinbase wallet, which you probably need to do some homework on. And you might find that you can't actually push it back into the currency from which it started. So at the moment, that's where the Australian rules lie, and it will be resolved at some stage, but it just hasn't happened yet. So I wouldn't be surprised with a lot of these countries, and you do need to go through and have a look, to find that there may be some restrictions in terms of country and what you can actually do with the monies. Now, just going back to this referral program, there are some other rules here, and that is if you send your friend the link and they're in a supported country, it says your friend must not have an existing account. Whether you know that or not, I don't know. You're sending affiliate links out to people, you probably don't know that. Once your friend completes a buy or sell of $100 or more, you both get $10. And note that it must happen within 180 days of the account open date. Also, orders can take up to 4 business days to complete. Now, you should actually read all this stuff, because there's a few restrictions, like we do not pay out referral bonuses on duplicate or false accounts and so forth. So with Coinbase, it's not just for Bitcoin. You can trade quite a few various cryptocurrency and microcurrencies as well. For example, I've sorted this in size of tradable assets. So, it starts with Bitcoin and Ethereum, but in fact, there's quite a lot of other currencies, as you can see, that are for sale here. And you do need to be very, very careful. But, this is not a review on cryptocurrency. For my money, I wouldn't put any money in here that I couldn't afford to lose. So you should keep that in mind. Now, looking at the other two platforms, this one, a BlockFi, will only be used once you've got an accumulation of Bitcoin, because this allows you to earn interest on those Bitcoin. So you might do that one a little bit later. Joining Binance looks like this. Now, I also happen to have a Binance account, and I'm not going to go into this because you get similar sorts of issues coming through. But what you must realize about a Binance account is, with all of these things, you've got to go through a verification process, and particularly with the Binance one, when I did mine, it was fairly arduous to get through, actually set these accounts up and get the verifications done. So be aware of that before you get started. Now, I've just jumped from the tutorial for the Done For You campaign to look at the real Done For You campaigns that are already in existence. That's clicking this button here, Campaigns. And if we just take a look at the campaign title, for example this one, How to Make Real Money with Crypto, let's have a look at what you actually need to do to edit these, because the tutorial suggests the only thing you really need to do with the Done For You campaigns is to put in your affiliate link. So if we go in here, what you can see is you've got your campaign title, the name, and you can choose what color you want. That's fairly explanatory. You can put whatever description you like in here. You can put an image, and then a headline, And then if you wish, you can put an ad in. This has no ad in it, but what we can do is just put banners in here. So this is Coinbase that we've just seen, and you get free Bitcoin worth $10. So that is an advertisement to try and get some traffic across. Then you can put your video collection. Now the video collection is basically the page content, and we'll look at that in a moment, but you can collect a number of videos into like a library to selectively put those into this site, because what this really is here, the campaign is actually your membership site. Okay, so you can put the site name there and about your site, because this is a website as such, and you can put a little bit about your name, your career title, the language is English, and you can put bits about yourself there, create a quote and so forth here. But if you don't want to put some of that stuff in, you can actually leave it blank. But what they were suggesting is you could in fact just put affiliate link in here. That would be all you'd need. And you can also put in a drop down trigger button, as you can see here. So this is just a drop down menu for people to click on and provide their email address and name and so forth, so you can start to build your list. You can see you do need an autoresponder to be able to create that list. They sort of pass over that one a little bit. Drop down buttons, and you can put and there is a side panel that you can set up as well, and I think it sets it up on the right hand side, but I guess you can do that wherever you like for a starter pack. And you put your autoresponder things in here, and that's it. But basically the tutorial was suggesting the only thing you needed to do was put in your link. Going back to the tutorials, so we quickly looked at how to create a done for you campaign by just filling in the dots. There is a tutorial here. It's about a 10-minute tutorial, and that covers the situation where you'd actually want to build your own campaign, and it does go through that. And basically the process is you use these 3 menu items here. You set up your product, which is your Coinbase and the ones that we've gone through, the Binance ones, if you want to use 3 of them. You can even put some different ones in if you want to use a different product and find some other way in which to be able to get an affiliate like link from different products. That is up to you. You can also set up page content. Now the page content is really done through collecting a lot of videos, and the videos can be your own videos, or you can scrape them from YouTube, and I'll quickly go through that with you. But these two build up the information that's needed to put into the websites that you're creating in the campaign area. So that's the way these 3 all work together, and there is a tutorial that does go through this. For my money, I'd like to see it a bit more substantial, but it does the job. It is step by step, and it does give you enough information to be able to go through and set these things up. We look at one of those. Okay, now I've dropped into the products area, so we can take a look at that, and you can see what that consists of. We've got the 3 products that we've seen. If I want to use the Coinbase one, I can edit that, and we can see what sits inside that. Okay, so what you can see here is inside the Buy Bitcoin product, there's an image. This is the Bitcoin starter pack, the category. You can put a little wording here, a description here, get my bonus, and put a button here. And that's really all that is creating that product. So we go back to the product tab. So this sits inside your membership site. Then we go to page content. Now you can see the page content consists of video URL names. There's a whole string of them here. There's about 36 of them there. And what you can do is you've got a choice. You can add new ones, which looks like this. Now adding new gives you the video URL name here. You can choose a collection that it's coming from, and you can set these up into the various collection names. The URL. Now if you want to search in YouTube, you click this button. You've got to actually set up an API such that Google can work with this program to be able to upload the various videos that you choose. So you go through this process, and as you can see, that's a few minute process. YouTube search API key, you put that in there once you've gone through that process, and then you can search on various keywords. So for this particular one, you may search on crypto or Bitcoin, and what that will do will be to go through YouTube and actually pull off the various videos. Don't worry who they belong to, mind you, this is not Creative Commons either, so there is a problem in itself right there. You can see, for example, different types of crypto. If we have a look at what this looks like, so it has actually gone through, and there's the URL, and it's stripped off that particular video. Okay, so all of these things sit inside a collection table, so you can obviously do that in advance of setting up some of these sites, so that you've actually got content to put inside your campaign. Okay, so products, page content inside the campaigns, and you can put as much information as you want into that particular campaign if you're building your own. View what exists so far. For example, when we looked at this one before, how to make, what we did was we edited it just so we could see inside. But if we actually view it, this is what it looks like, and I mean that sort of looks quite okay. So you can see you've got your background image, so forth. It's got a summary here of what's inside, profile, picture, some comments, your name. This tells you about the site. I think this is probably much the same as this. I note that there's no legals down the bottom there, which should be there, and you've got your opt-in here. This is where you can start to build your list. So somebody would have to come in here. It's free, it says, but they would need to register, and then you could be collecting and building your list here. So that all seems to work, which is good, but all the other content and stuff will be built in behind this when you go through and edit in the way that we saw before. Now the only other thing to make comment on is the done for you here is actually some bonuses, and there's a couple of those already in there that you can use. But the problem with this, and I didn't actually refer to the traffic on the other one, is this has got the same issue, that if you want to put these things out on traffic, this is a perennial problem with Glynn's products that he sells. He says there's all 300 different major social sites, and that's all very well, so it's saying share on all of these, but to be able to share on all of those, you actually need to have an account on each one of those, and you need to have subscribers, some sort of followers on those that will actually get them. And if you've only got a Facebook account, if you're a newbie, you've got a Facebook account, and you've got mum and dad and your rellies on there, there's not many people you're going to be sharing this stuff to. And you're going to find that you are going to be very limited in terms of the amount of traffic that you have. So it's all very well putting this stuff here, but it just doesn't work for newbies, and this is always on products like this, not just only Glynn's, but there's quite a number of these shiny objects type products that are out here that that do pretend that they've got a very well sort of healed traffic source that's free, and it's quite illusory. And yes, if you want to know what an NFT is, I'll put a link to this. This is quite good. But an NFT is basically a non-fungible token. If that means anything to you. What does it stand for? There you go, non-fungible token. And what non-fungible probably means is that it's more or less unique and can't be replaced with something else. For example, Bitcoin is fungible. That means you can trade it. Okay, so what you're really doing is having here is something that's unique. Anyway, I suggest you read this article. It's sort of rather interesting to find out what that is all about. Now, we haven't looked at this free traffic. The free traffic button produces this screen. Now, every product of Glynn's offers free traffic in this same way, and I have reviewed this before. All of these, and basically some of his older products, he does offer some free traffic here, some of his own traffic, but only if you've been in his product for a number of days. So I'm not going to go through that, but I will actually put a link here to some his previous product. Another one called Auto Profit Sites, which I've pulled up here. This looks very, very, very similar to what we've just looked at. Some of the names here have been switched from one side to the other in the navigation, but basically you end up with a free traffic button here, and basically that free traffic is exactly the same as what is being provided in the Crypto Profit app, and every one of his products has this free traffic in there. So any of my previous ones where I've reviewed Glynn Kosky, I'll put a link to those and you can go and have a look at it. But it's problematic free traffic because it's not particularly free, and it just doesn't work because it's linked into usually social media sites for which beginners really just don't have any way in which to get that traffic to happen. Traffic for these sorts of products is probably the biggest issue for beginners. So we're now back on the sales page. Do we think the sales page is misleading? Do we think that what is being delivered inside the members area is in fact what is being promised in the sales area? Let's go through the sales page and answer those questions fairly quickly because this video has been going on for a while. Free traffic 24/7. There are a lot of buyers out there in the crypto world, but why those people who are interested in crypto would buy this particular product is a mystery to me, because you can just go straight to the platforms and do exactly that. If you don't have a list, if you're a newbie crypto person, then you still have the problem of traffic. You know, you're talking about building an email list and everything else, but you've got to get that traffic first. And as I mentioned before, appealing to social media to provide that gap is not the way to do it, because you're going to get people who are possibly not even in the crypto niche on one side of that particular one, and it's just not going to work. So I see the traffic probably as the biggest problem in all of this. And let's have a look at some of the other comments. Travel, enjoy life, be free. These are just the emotional triggers that are put in here to try and push you over the edge to purchase this product. Quit your job, work from home. There's a 180 money back guarantee, and there have been in some of the other products. I'm not quite sure how that's traveling. We only hear noises about people having a hard time getting their money back, but I'm not sure of the veracity of that. If anyone would like to put a comment down below, that would be a good thing, and we could have a chat about it. You know, these sorts of things, portfolio balance. I mean, this is someone who's got a Coinbase account. Looks like it could be Glynn himself from the looks of that. And yes, he might have a balance of $192,000, but the point is it's probably got absolutely nothing to do with this product, so that seems a bit strange to put that in there. And as we know, the crypto market is very volatile and has decidedly come down quite a lot in the last little while. Strangely enough, I did find this comment, this exact comment, in a previous product of Glynn's. There was something called Spider, I think, that came out recently, and it was a different lady's name but exactly the same comment. So we've seen the 3 steps, and we know that it doesn't happen as quickly as that. It just doesn't switch on. You know, enter your details. It's a lot more than that you've got to set up. We've also got the laptop lifestyle coming through. This is something that is a very big shiny object syndrome indicator. Now this is all about, again, pushing the emotional buttons and making you feel as though you're going to miss out. And what Glynn often does is put people who have some fame or influence out there and pretend that this product will in fact make you more like them, and this got absolutely nothing to do with it. And you know, some comments like this, the crazy world of MFTs is booming. Yes, I'm sure it is, but this is not the product that's going to capture that. And the bit that's annoying here is no content creation. No, you're not creating any, because you're just stealing it off YouTube. No learning curve. I beg to differ on that, Glynn. I think people need to have a bit of an understanding of what they're doing here. Not only are you overlaying the make money online niche here, which is enough for a newbie to learn, but trying to overlay some cryptocurrency into the middle of it is edging it up a bit. So yes, I do believe there is quite a big learning curve here, and then your life would change dramatically, because you're going to make all this money and you'll have to do absolutely no work for it. Now, one thing they will say here is that there's no hosting required, there's no domains required, there's no technical setups required, there's no selling required. Perhaps some or all of those things are true, but the reality is that you can't build a business on the back of someone else's hosting, someone else's domains, and so forth, because if Glynn just shuts this product down, you've got no business left at all. So, you know, it might be something you see as a selling feature, but I think it's quite problematic. I haven't gone to upgrades because I'm viewing this from the point of view of a beginner, someone who's trying to do affiliate marketing. Frankly, I don't think this product, while it's aimed at newbies and beginners, is not really where that type of person with that profile should be headed. I think if you want to go through a learning exercise, that's a different matter, and you probably might splash out on the front end product, which is very cheap. For my money, I wouldn't be advising anyone to be buying this. You can go and put money into crypto, into Coinbase, whenever you like. You don't need Glynn's product to do that. So from a trading point of view, it's a no-go. And for a newbie who hasn't got much money, to suggest that they go into cryptocurrency, where they'll probably put some money into it anyway as a trader, and it's very easy to lose your money in these platforms. A recommendation for this product really is newbies shouldn't go near it. Stay away from it until you actually are better progressed in terms of your building an online business. And if you really do want to find out about a good free training just to get yourself started, to get your head in the right place, there is a link down below this video that would probably help you out a lot. So I'm not going to say any more about this product. I don't recommend it, and I hope you've enjoyed this video. You've found something of value here. Now, if you have, that's good. If you haven't subscribed, it would be even better if you did subscribe. Ring the bell for future updates. Okay, well, thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.